Today we've got the unstoppable Juggernaut, a guy who's able to overpower both Hulk and Thor, going up against the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, a guy who's able to go up against Goku and Vegeta at once. And while both are incredibly strong and powerful, I'm going to show you why this fight isn't even close. What's up guys, I'm Daniel and this is DanCo. We do fight breakdowns every week, plus the occasional power ranking video like this one or things like that. So if that seems interesting to you, we'll sit back and enjoy the video. Hit that like button. If you want to, we'll hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Now let's get to it. Cain Marko was the stepbrother of Charles Xavier, the founder of the X-Men, and grew up jealous over his brother's telepathy, forming a lasting resentment between the two. During his service in the army during the Korean War, Cain would stumble across a cave that had a temple dedicated to the powerful mystic being known as Sidorak. Touching the crimson gem at the heart of the temple, Cain was transformed into Sidorak's avatar on Earth, an unstoppable human juggernaut. For years he would face off against the X-Men, the Hulk, Spider-Man, Thor, Doctor Strange, and many other superheroes. But one constant remained for the Juggernaut. No matter the obstacle, he will never stop. Juggernaut is superhumanly strong, and does have the unique power in being completely unstoppable. And I mean that pretty literally. He can straight up walk through miles of bedrock and fracture tectonic plates. He can walk right through the Hulk. The only way World War Hulk could stop him is just by getting out of his way, sending Juggernaut charging straight out of the battlefield. Because, like I said, he's unstoppable. That's absolutely nuts. And like I said, he's also incredibly strong. Strong enough to regularly fight against both Thor and Hulk and beat both of them his fair share of times. These two have always kind of seemed like the cream of the crop when it comes to physical powerhouses over in Marvel. They're the top tier, but Juggernaut really should be right up there with them. For as many times as he's gone toe-to-toe with them and fought against them, even beat them, it's really hard to say that Juggernaut isn't just as strong. And on top of that, Jugs has regularly one-shotted some pretty powerful people, like Colossus, Captain Britain, even Captain Marvel Jr. in a crossover with DC, so that just further sets him apart from the rest and shows he's one of the top powerhouses in the Marvel Universe. And then, as if that kind of strength wasn't enough, Juggernaut has a force field that adds to his already insanely impressive durability, just further solidifying the fact that he is truly unstoppable. He's been completely fine after taking point-blank attacks from the Hulk, point-blank attacks from Thor. He's been punched from Earth to Mars by Scar and lived to tell about it, and was completely unharmed by Cyclops with enough force to tear a planet in half. Now, it's definitely debatable if Scott really has that kind of power behind his optic blast, but seeing as how Juggernaut just completely no-sold it and just laughed, I'm gonna say it really didn't matter to him. Now, the rule is that he has to have his helmet on for this impenetrable force field to operate around Juggernaut, but even when his helmet has been removed or the force field negated altogether, Cain is still ridiculously tough and can put up a fight against the best of them. And it's not just simply punches either. He can't be cut by Wolverine's claws. He's completely fine after being hit with lightning bolts from Thor, or even a God Blast, an attack that scared Galactus in the past. Heat and cold don't faze him, and it doesn't matter how hot or cold it is. He'll never grow tired, he'll never stop. Juggernaut has even been completely reduced to a skeleton, and he just kept on going. Juggernaut is truly unstoppable.
Oh my God! Juggernaut! I thought that was you! I should have worn my white pants!
Juggernaut is a planet-level force, with strength ranging from planetary to even stellar levels and with infinite stamina. He literally never tires. But if you want to be generous, well, you could scale Juggernaut up to galaxy or universal level if you really wanted to. He's been able to fight against the Hulk, easily overpower the Hulk as he ran right through him. He's beat the Hulk before. But Hulk has had fights before where he's destroyed universes. He shook the whole multiverse, yet Juggernaut is powerful enough to straight match the Hulk. So it's possible that Juggernaut is on those levels too. Or Thor. Thor is strong enough to move 10 whole universes at the same time, but yet there have been several times where Juggernaut has just absolutely bodied Thor and beat Thor in a fight. Not even to mention the fact that Juggernaut has scrapped with Nightmare in his dream dimension before, or overpowered Sidorak himself in the Crimson Cosmos. So again, it suggests that Juggernaut is potentially on universal level scaling. But that's kinda being generous if you ask me.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
But then there's Broly, an elite Saiyan who was born with extraordinary potential for power. Even as a baby, his power was off the charts and easily surpassed Prince Vegeta. His power shocked and scared King Vegeta. So Broly was exiled. The king feared that Broly would one day challenge his son for the throne, become a danger to the universe itself in the process. In exile, he was raised by his father, until he was finally rescued 48 years later by members of the Frieza Force. Looking for revenge, he was forced to fight against Goku and Vegeta. Broly is incredibly powerful. Frieza, Goku, Piccolo, all of them recognize his power levels and remark on just how powerful he is. Goku even said that Broly was much stronger than him. This was before Goku was able to activate Ultra Instinct. And he also said that Broly might actually be stronger than Beerus. And considering that Beerus is legit the most powerful god of destruction out there, that's a pretty hefty statement. And here's the kicker. Broly is able to grow and adapt as the fight goes on, becoming much stronger, faster, and more skilled as the fight goes on. And as Broly transforms, going from wrathful to Super Saiyan, and especially to legendary Super Saiyan, well, his power just increases astronomically. In fact, Broly should comfortably scale above Vegeta, someone who's blown up dimensions, overpowered both Future Trunks and Goku Black, even managed to press Jiren for a little while. Broly is easily more powerful than Vegeta. He also scales above Frieza, although not necessarily Black Frieza, but at this point Frieza had perfected his gold form. He could destroy planets with just his finger, and Broly showed that he was well above him. And he did that by beating the ever-loving crap out of him. Heck, Broly even scales above Goku outside of Ultra Instinct. And by that point, Goku had threatened to destroy whole universes in some of his fights. Broly was still well above him. It took Goku and Vegeta becoming Super Saiyan Gogeta to even begin to catch up with Broly in power, then Super Saiyan Blue to begin to actually overpower him. So yeah, Broly is easily one of the strongest fighters in the verse. And while Broly has some absolutely amazing feats that we can draw on here, like I said, he managed to overpower and completely beat up Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. I want to jump into when Broly fought Super Saiyan Gogeta, when they shattered the very fabric of reality. Broly and Gogeta were so powerful that they surpassed, or basically broke, the boundaries of the universe, transporting them to an alternate dimension. And that dimension where they were both throwing out reality-shattering attacks and smashing the walls of space. Then they crumble this alternate dimension and end up back on Earth. Basically, Broly's power was too intense and too much for the universe itself to handle, which is how he was able to shatter reality. With feats like that, it means that Broly is a low multiversal level being with speed 148 nonillion times faster than light, and striking power great enough to shatter reality itself. See why this fight actually doesn't end up being close at all? But there is a caveat. Tryon Juggernaut. This is when he was able to absorb the full power of Sidorak, began to completely wreck shop, breaking down dimensional walls and shattering reality with punches, just like Broly. And so if it was Tryon Juggernaut versus Broly, well then it actually would be a close fight. But Tryon Juggernaut isn't really something that Jugs can just call on at will. It completely depends on how much power Sidorak is willing to give him at the moment, and Tryon Juggernaut was a one-off instance. Broly has this level of power all the time, no outside force required. So yeah, Broly should absolutely stomp the Juggernaut, and it shouldn't even really be close. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.